First Empires, two-player game, fenirob versus JP. In the two-player game, you only play with yellow and orange. JP is yellow. I am orange. They are asymmetrical, so we have different starting powers. I have more people on the board, but in theory, he will advance quicker than I do.
And I believe I also have, I get an extra card to start the game.
So. Oh, that's right. Okay, so we're not going to explain the rules. We'll just go ahead and play the game, and you'll be able to figure it out pretty quickly. You roll the number of dice listed in this column, and so roll 2.
Right? Ooh, boy.
All right, so he got swords to start. I'm not sure how helpful those are.
Not at all.
And so
my one reroll.
This is reroll. We both start with one reroll. You can reroll any number of dice.
All right, that's a little more helpful. So then the first thing that we could do is discard one of our cards to change one of those faces to something else. Which, you know what, I'm not going to do this time. Sorry, that was to change the face to the sword.
Right.
So then the movement happens. I did go out over there.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to use, I've got 2 points of movement, so I'm going to move that guy into there. And I'm going to move this one into here.
All right. And now, if you wanted to discard a card to change the face, but I don't know.
I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to upgrade to green and yellow.
And the way upgrading works is you can upgrade based on the die faces, but you must also control, and control means you have at least one meeple in the space, the same color for each die you use. So if these were both green, he would have to occupy 2 green spots, and there are only 2 on the board.
Yep.
All right, so is that it for your turn?
That should be it. I went up the green track, so I get to draw one more card. And these cards have some in-game objectives, but also can be used throughout the game to discard and get some other...
You could actually hold those up and show people what they are.
Oh, that's true. These are my starting ones. And then I just drew this one. Right. And once the condition written here is met, you can turn it in on your turn.
On your turn.
As long as those conditions are still met. But you also can hang on to the card in case you want to use it a different way.
Right, for discarding. You can use them to change die faces, but they are also a finite amount. You're only going to draw a certain amount.
Over the whole game.
Over the whole game.
So I'm going to hang on to mine for now.
All right, well, I'm rolling up. I got a sword and a blue. So I could actually muscle you out of 1 if I wanted to.
That's true.
And this is my card, and it'll be worth that many points if I do it. I don't control blue at all, and I do get a reroll. I'm going to reroll this one. So I get 1 reroll. Ugh, another blue. Terrible.
All right. You have, well, would you like to change either to a sword? Because that's the first choice for you.
No, I already had a sword.
All right. So then you have your 2 movement points.
2 movement points. I'm going to move 1, 2.
Right. So you can pass through water. It counts as a space, but you cannot end in the water.
Right. And then now we reassess whether or not I want to change any die faces for the purposes of advancing my civilization. Right. And I will discard this card, which would have been occupy 3 adjacent regions, which isn't too hard to do. That's why it's only worth 2 points. But instead, I'm going to change this to an orange.
Makes sense.
Because I control an orange and I control a blue. So I get to move them up. For my next turn, I'll get to roll 3 dice to start. And then moving the blue up means that I get to re-roll twice. Also, going up the sides here are the amount of victory points at the end of the game that you will have. Victory points are going to be determined by how high you get up there, so it's almost like a roll and write type situation. Any objective cards you actually complete, not discard, will give you victory points at the end. And then there are cities that will come out when you reach these 5 spaces on either of our tracks. They'll be placed, and they have numbers on them for victory points ranging from 1 to 3. There's 2 1s, 3 2s, 1 3. And we don't even know what they are until the end of the game.
Correct.
All right, well, that's it for my turn, so we can advance that.
All right.
Round 2.
Round 2.
You're still rolling 2 dice. All right, now you decide if you want to spend any cards to change it to a sword.
I have one reroll, but you know what?
Oh, that's true. You can reroll. Those are good. That's a good roll.
It is. I really would like to increase. I'm sorry. I did not. This is the population track. You're supposed to do that immediately.
Oh, yes. Right.
So on my last turn, I should have put out these 2 people.
Yep. And you can put them anywhere you already have people. So that's all right. Good catch.
But you know what? I don't think I'm going to reroll at all because both of those are helpful to me.
Okay. So now you move if you'd like, and you get 2 moves still.
I am going to move that guy up to there and to there.
All right. Now, do you want to change any of those die faces?
I do not. So I'm going to keep green.
All right. So get a card and place a city. And you can place the city anywhere that you control.
And then, not yellow, orange. Orange, which is over here, goes up.
So you get nothing now, but you will roll.
My new card.
You will roll 3, as I will. That is the end of your turn? Or do you have an objective?
Yeah, I have an objective that I think I'm going to go ahead and turn it. Nope. I'm going to hang on to that card still.
Okay. Are you sure? Final answer.
Final answer.
All right. I'm rolling 3, and we're still in the second round. All right. Well, this may dictate a bit of what I do.
You have 2 rerolls now.
Okay. Well, I'm going to reroll this one.
Sure. You have 1 more reroll if you wanted, or you can keep it as is.
I'm going to keep it as it is.
Okay. So the warfare begins. Round 2, we're already at each other's throats.
First move is 1. Second move is 2.
All right.
So
combat's very deterministic in this game. It is just a matter of outnumbering your opponent.
I'm not technically
swords
right.
Count as an extra 1.
Right. So that's 1, 2.
But it's also very forgiving because
just relocating.
Yeah, I just retreat from it. So I'm going to move up here to defend my city.
You can move it anywhere. It doesn't have to be adjacent. He could have put it anywhere he currently has another meeple. I don't have any cards to spend. That's it for all of my movement.
That's true.
I can't change the die face to something to help me here. But I do have these 2 still. So I'm going to move 1 more up on the blue track. And now I get to move up on purple, which means I will be able to move 3 movement points worth on my next turn.
All right.
Round 3.
And I also have 3 dice now. Okay. The yellow and the green are both helpful for me. I have 1 reroll. I don't particularly have any need to get combative. So you know what? I'm going to reroll the sword.
Get you all peaceful like.
Unfortunately, it has become a green.
Well, you could. Do you have 3 movement yet? You don't?
I do not. I do not. Okay, so first will be movement.
You could now spend a card to change to a sword, but that feels cheap, doesn't it?
It does. And you know what? I don't particularly need it. The struggle here is the area controller in me wants to take territory because I'm like, oh, well, here is it available. But really, probably the smartest thing for me to do is use no movement right now.
Okay.
So I think I'm not moving anything.
All right, now do you want to change the die face?
That one I do want to do.
You have like 17 cards in your hand.
Yes. Or 4.
I have none.
But that's fine. I'm going to get rid of this particular one because I don't know how feasible it is. We'll see. It's the scoring conditions are occupy 5 territories and have 10 explorers.
Yeah.
So it's a 6-point card, but instead I'm just going to discard it so that I can change the face of this. And I can either make it blue or an orange. Orange is working towards more dice. I'm gonna go orange. So my orange track can go up once, my green track goes up once, and we get to draw a card, and my yellow track goes up once, meaning I get to add an additional person somewhere. Let's go here.
And then you add a city to the board off of yellow.
Off of my yellow track, you're correct. And I'm gonna do that right there. That's my other card. All right,
You're done.
that I am.
No objectives you want to complete?
I mean, I feel like hanging on to them is too. Oh no!
All right. That's what I rolled. I have orange. I have blue. I can take a green without really doing anything.
You would need a sword, or well,
I'd have to move
you'd have
two.
to move two guys. But again, because of the retreating nature of combat, there's really no penalty to giving up territory.
Yeah, I do want cards though.
You have 2 rerolls.
I already get 3 moves, so I'm just going to leave it like it is because here's what I can do. All right, I'm going to leave it like it is. For move, I'm going to move 1, 2.
Which forces me to retreat. I'm going to retreat to here.
And you only have control of something if you have a meeple in it. So I'm going to go
Makes sense.
back 1. And then I stop. I still don't have any cards, so I can't change any die faces. But now I do get to move up 1 here. That gives me a city. And that comes off of orange. And it can be anywhere, though.
Correct. It cannot be in a region that already has a city unless you have no other valid options.
I'll do that. Then I'm going to do this, which I'm probably going to lose.
Yep, because that's another city out.
And I'll put it here.
Okay. And then that was orange, blue, and green goes up.
Green goes up. I draw a card. Finally. All right.
All right. And that's your turn.
That is my turn.
Next round. So rolling 3 dice. I have 1 reroll. Let's see what I got here. I've got a yellow. I do not have a purple or a green.
And I could have re-rolled last time, but I liked my roll.
Yeah. Boy, and I only have 2 movement points. I'm definitely hanging on to the yellow. You know what? Let's hang on to the purple. We'll re-roll to green.
Blue.
To a blue.
And you only get 1 re-roll. So
that'll work.
All right.
So now I could change 1 to a sword by discarding a card. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use 1 point of movement to move that guy to there. And I'm going to use 1 point. No. Staying like that.
Okay.
All right. So then I move up my tracks. I've got a blue. So that one goes up. I've got a purple. So that one goes up. And a yellow. So that one goes up. And I get 1 extra guy who I am putting over here in that region.
All right. That's it for you. Any objectives?
No.
All right.
No.
All right.
I wanted to double check in case I had something super challenging.
I'm still rolling 3.
Correct. We're both at 3 dice.
All right. Purples
And a
and
warfare.
swords.
Violence comes to our shores.
It does. I don't want purple right now. I'm going to re-roll these 2, though.
So major violence comes to our shores.
Could. Definitely could.
All right. So it's now your movement phase, and you can discard cards to change things into swords, which I'm thinking might be unnecessary.
I could actually re-roll again if I wanted to.
That's true. You have
3
a third
re-rolls.
reroll.
Gosh, I feel like it's too early for an all-out assault. Although
You could take a city.
I could take a city.
But is that worth falling behind on the technologies?
I may not. So I think I'm going to leave it as is.
Okay.
I'm going to move. 1.
Okay, and with the 2 swords, he's winning that fight.
And I take that.
Those are some secret points that we keep till the end of the game. So you have 2 more movement points.
2, 3.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to use this card to discard.
And change a die face to what you want.
I'm going to change one to yellow.
Got it.
Since I temporarily occupy that, I might as well do it. And now I move up here. And I move up yellow, so I get 1 extra dude.
You can join any region where you already have people.
I don't know if that's a good move, but that is my move nonetheless.
Next round.
I am card poor in this game.
There's my roll.
Well, you've got that right now if you just want to hold on to that.
And I might.
They're all usable, right? Blue, purple, orange.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good roll.
Yeah. I mean, obviously there are other tracks and other things that I would love to take up, but...
Yeah, the rerolls, it's funny how that, I mean, having 4 rerolls would be kind of cool. Still means you're luck, dependent, but that's the highest victory point track.
Yeah.
At least for
you
me.
get points.
Yeah, see, 18. Yours are different. 17.
They are different. I do get 18 for that track, but mine are slightly different on getting up the tracks.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, it is nice that it's a little asymmetrical like that. You know what? No, I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna change any dice. I'm taking it exactly how it is.
All right, so move them up.
Right, because I only have
super efficient
of movement. Yeah, I'm saying exactly like that.
I hate to give you, because you get 4 dice to roll from now on.
Yeah, I was debating if there was a chance worth like trying to go in and take a city, but the truth is I have exactly this roll on the board already, and there's no way with just 3 points of movement and no swords, there's nothing for me to really do.
You can do it.
I mean, yeah, I didn't give up blue basically, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to, like I said, keep it exactly how it is. So orange goes up, blue goes up, and purple goes up. So I get more dice, more rerolls, and more movement for
There's
future
only
turns.
three left and turns left in the game for you. All right, so this is my turn. I'm rolling 4 now, as are you from here on out. Blue. Although I don't control it.
Oh, you do not. But you have movement points, so you could move out to it.
Yeah, that was probably, we talked about that when we played our previous game, about how you'd have to leave a guy there. Control is not having cities.
Correct.
All right, so that blue might be useless. I'm not sure I need the blue so much, except for points.
That's true. It would be 2 additional points if you get.
So I will. I'm going to re-roll this one. I'm going to re-roll these 2.
Okay.
That was my first re-roll.
It really wants you to be blue.
I think I'm going to re-roll those again.
Sure. So this is re-roll number 2.
There we go. That's a little bit better. I definitely want that one.
All right. You currently own a yellow and a purple region. You do not own a green region. And you've got a sword.
I'm going to re-roll this one for my last roll. Another green. Okay, so I do get 3 moves.
Not sure it's possible for you to get both green locations and not giving something up.
True. But I will move in there. It's not terribly efficient, and there's not much else I can do. But
there's 3 upgrades.
Yeah.
You're missing 1, but...
I'll stop there.
All right.
I'm moving. I don't have any cards to change die faces. I wish I did, so I have to stop there.
So again, because he's rolled 2 greens, if he hypothetically owned 2 green territories, he could move up that track twice. But unfortunately, the other one's over here and not really accessible for him.
So I do move up.
Purple, green, and yellow.
Purple, nothing happens. Green, I get a card.
And again, hypothetically, if somehow that card was completed, even right now, he could turn it in for points immediately.
I did move up a yellow, so I get 2 more dudes on a map.
And also a city is coming out for you. Are you going to desecrate my homelands with your disgusting city?
I'm just building it better.
Uh-huh.
That's it for my turn.
Next round.
Yep.
All right.
Everybody's rolling 4. You get
4
3
dice.
more turns.
Green, gray, purple, and orange. I do have an orange and a purple region already. I do not. I'm going to green.
Yet.
I could take a green.
You definitely can take a green.
But do I want to? I'm going to reroll both of these.
Ah, you finally got a sword. It's been a while.
Green and a sword.
Those go hand in hand.
They kind of do. They kind of do.
It's risky business.
I am going to reroll the green. So this is my second reroll, and I have 3 total if I need to. It's a green again, and I'm going to reroll it one more time.
Come on. Maybe you can roll another green? Ah, yellow.
A yellow. Okay, that's usable. All right, now I have 4 points of movement.
Do you want to change any die faces
To a sword.
To a sword.
I don't believe I do.
All right.
So for my first, I'm going to go 1-2, which with my sword wins that fight.
I take these and move them all to a region that I control.
Correct.
Those were 2 moves.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I get to take your little city there.
That's a big city.
Well, let's not get crazy with it. We're going to go 3 to take that region. And 4.
You warmongering pig.
That's me. All right.
Now, do you want to change any?
I am going to change a card.
I'm going to die. You're
Yes,
going to
I'm
use a
going
card.
to use a card to change a die face.
I bet it's going to be the sword.
We're going to discard this one. Occupy 2 islands, which you nearly did.
I tried. I thought about doing that. The problem was I would have had to use the card
Yeah.
that would have
Yeah.
scored.
And I'm going to change the sword. The question is what to? I've got an orange, and I don't control a second one. I've got a yellow. So really, it's a blue or a green.
Green gives you no extra card currently.
Correct. And blue is hypothetically more points if I get farther up the track. However, I would have to put out a city, and that's just points basically free for you to take. I have a few rounds left. We're going to go blue.
Go blue or go home.
Yeah. All right, so, boy, here comes some cities. Orange goes up, blue goes up, purple goes up, and yellow goes up, which means these 3 cities all go out. So we're going to go over here. We're going to go over here. We're going to go over here. I have incentivized violence against me.
Wow.
All 5 of my cities are on the board.
Okay. Back to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Rolling 4 still.
No
Purple, anyone?
Yeah.
Well.
And you have like a million rerolls, right? 3.
Yeah, I'm going to reroll these 2. This is what I have. I don't control that at this point, so
You do have 4 points of movement, so you
I
could,
do.
if you choose.
I'm going to reroll again.
Sure.
This is my last reroll.
Yep.
Sword and a yellow.
Oh, there's that sword.
Okay. That works a little bit for me here. So now it's movement time. I could change another die face to a sword, but I'm not going to.
Right? You have 4 points of movement.
1. And I take that.
Mm-hmm.
2. And I take that.
Mm-hmm. I knew my cities were not in great places. This is what happens when the empire spreads too thin.
3.
Okay.
All right, well, that wasn't terrible. Did I just capture 2 cities?
I believe you did.
All right, well, then I'm not going to use this card to flip that die over. Instead, I'm going to capture 2 rival cities in 1 turn. 4 points, pretty hefty. All right, I will... It doesn't matter moving up at this point. So no blue. Purple goes up 1. I got to put a city out. Got to go in a place where there is no city.
Only legal places. Oh, yep, there we're there.
Yeah, that's going to be where I'm placing that one.
Makes sense.
I get a green, so I gain a card. I'm like asking you to hand me a card.
We each have our own little decks of cards. So
I'm going to go ahead and flip this right over. Occupy another player's starting region. Bam.
Big points.
And
yellow goes up, I believe.
Yep, so I get 1 extra dude for my map.
All right.
Second to last turn. And that was a pretty large turn for me.
That was a big one.
Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Hell hath no fury, something like that.
Right. Is all out warfare of value to me?
I don't know. That is might be a fool's game.
I'm going to keep this.
Okay. You gonna take my hometown?
That is the plan.
All right.
I'm going to walk into here with my 1 dude carrying 3 swords.
All right, so you get that.
I do.
I get to relocate. All of these have to go to 1 other space.
Correct.
Not too many choices.
And I technically have 5 points of movement right now.
Well, 4 remaining.
Right.
But yes, you can basically just keep moving
so
through.
we're going to walk in to here.
Take that little city back. 3 movement.
Let's do that.
Wow, that's harsh. But
hey, when you roll this, I feel like the game is just telling you it's what you have to do to try to make up for a 2-card round for you. It was a 3-city round for me.
Now, do you wish to flip any of those to different die faces? Because you pretty much can do whatever you want at this point.
Let me check.
You definitely control 1 of every color.
I'm going to use this card for its... I've scored this card.
All right, you can go
Occupy
ahead.
another player's starting region.
Copycat.
So I got that one. I only have 1 more round. So what's of the most value to me over here? You know what? I'm going to do this.
Discard?
I'm going to discard this to change this to a yellow and correct an error that I have made. I should have 9 people on the board right now, and I do not. I don't know if it would have drastically impacted the last round, but I am going to go there and go ahead and...
Now you have all your guys on the map.
all of my guys on the board.
Okay. That's the second time you've made that mistake in this game.
That is true. I'm not...
I've only made it no times.
It's correct. You're at 8, and you are at 8 on the board. Let's go ahead and I guess put 1 into each of my city locations. And I still have 1 card left. I'm going to hang on to that one.
Not scoring it.
Yeah, I'm just hanging on to that last card in case I need to use it for die swapping or something.
Okay, so now I am rolling my penultimate turn. Well, probably want to keep that green.
Makes sense.
And then what else do I want?
You have 5 points of movement and you have 3 rerolls.
I think I will keep the orange.
Okay.
I have 5 points of movement. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you know, I don't think I'm going to change any of those.
Okay.
So, movement number 1. 2, 3, 4.
So you're going to get the city. And you have one more point of movement?
Yeah.
All right, so you can't take any of my cities.
I can't take any more cities from you.
No, so I guess I'm going to put them here.
And I'll move my last one. No, I'll leave it right there, right where it's at.
Okay.
I think do I control? Wait. I'm not going to get a purple no matter what I do.
Correct.
Yeah, that might have been. I might have done something inefficient there, but it's okay. If I lose by 1 point, that'll be bad. I don't have any cards, so I'm going to go there. No blue. Go up one there.
Not the purple one.
Not the purple. I don't go up blue.
You don't control it.
I go up yellow.
You have a yellow one
and green.
And you have a green one.
And now I got to put a city down.
And you get a card. I think this would be a great place.
I think you're probably right. I think, though, I'm going to put it way back there.
Just on the coast.
No.
Down on that peninsula.
Drop card. Did not do that. Okay, right. Your last turn.
Final round.
Bad luck to you, sir.
Thank you. All right.
You got yellow and purple and orange. Well, they're almost all usable. I mean, frankly, you will be able to use all of them if you wanted to.
Yeah. The question is there something of more value? How many? I've got 5 points of movement. So would the purple help me at all if I rerolled it to something else? It's 1 guaranteed point versus maybe I roll a blue instead? No. I'm going to leave it exactly as is.
Are tied right now at 34. Best of my math, as they are right now.
All right.
And you're going to go up on some of them, obviously, but then I have the chance to go up on some of them. And I have you by 4 objective points currently. And I think we each, you've stacked them. That's not helpful to someone watching.
I like hidden points.
Well, I think I could figure out that kind of math. There's only 6 of them, right? And so we're potentially tied there.
We're pretty much across the board.
Yeah, and we have all of our cities out.
You have 1 extra card completed. I only have the 1 card.
That's right.
I'm going to leave my roll exactly as rolled. All right, so I have 5 points of movement here. So we're going to go 1, 2.
That's not cool.
Well, I want that region.
And you have 3 more moves?
I do have 3 more moves.
So I'm safe there.
That is correct. I'm going to go 3, 4.
Oh, yeah. I should have moved that there to defend. I could have.
Cannot.
I cannot because I don't have any people there.
You have to move it to a region where you
So, yeah, I don't feel so bad now.
Yep.
But you do get that.
I do get that.
Jerk. That might make up for that 3.
We'll see. And
you going to spend that
1,
card?
2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to move him into this region.
Okay.
So actually, you're less likely to get to there. I'm going to move him into that region.
Okay.
Nope. Because I need the yellow. That to that. Done.
All right. Final answer.
Final answer indeed.
Are you spending a card?
I don't believe so.
All right.
So, orange moves up. Boop. Purple moves up. Boop. Yellow moves up twice because I do own 2 yellow regions.
Yeah, that's 6 points.
It's a big one. And I believe I successfully occupy 3 adjacent regions.
You do.
So I'm going to go ahead and use that card for the points.
All right, so now we're just at a 2-point delta here. So I'm winning by 2.
But I did make up some ground here on the board.
Yeah, on the board you got me 20, 26, 34, 44 to my 15, 21, 28, 34. You have 51, did I just say?
44.
44 to my 34. So I am 8 points down. For sure, and we don't know about these.
Some mystery points on the board.
All right, my last roll here. Can I get 8? And I'll just go ahead and flip this up just so people can see. It's raise your purple track by 2.
Oh boy.
I don't know if I can quite make that.
That'd be quite a challenge.
It would be awesome. I need basically 2 purple dice.
And probably
2 swords.
Whoa, no.
Right, well, there's 2 purple dice.
Oh, but you can't use the card to get what you want. You would have to flat roll it.
That's right.
All right. You have 3 rerolls though.
Yeah. So I'm gonna leave this face down again because we know about that. That's 5 possible points and whatever's underneath there. I don't know. And I have 5 movement. So I could go 2 and then I'm not going to get the double. I'm not going to get this.
I don't think so. So then do the 2 purple horses help you at all when thinking rerolls?
Only 1 point. That's worth 2 points. So I probably want to keep an orange because that's 2 points.
And you already control an orange region, so it is going to happen pretty much no matter what.
You know, I'm wondering if I should just go ahead and... Yeah, because if I had 1 sword... If I had 1 sword, I could go 1.
Mm-hmm.
For 1, 2, 3. 4. No, can't.
No, you would need.
No, it would be... Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
I don't think there's a path, even with enough swords, to get over here.
And I'm not sure. I do want to keep 1 purple option open so that I maybe, possibly, could take these 2 territories, but I don't know. I'm not even sure I could do that.
I don't think you have enough movement to do that. I guess if you
Let's see what this next roll does. All right. Well, this is the dice are speaking to me.
They want you to do tracks instead.
Yellow only gives me 1 victory point, and I control currently no yellow.
Correct.
Green gets me 1 victory point and a card, which could then increase my chances of...
If you instant complete it.
That's right. So I'm definitely keeping that one.
Mm-hmm.
Purple. Can I take purple? A purple.
You could take this region for 1 movement point.
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll these 2.
Okay.
Yes.
This is your final reroll.
Yeah, God, I just rolled the same thing.
You switched the green to a purple, or purple to a green.
Okay, all right. I have 5 move.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to use a card to change one of these to a sword?
I'm going to discard this to change 1 thing into a sword, and that 1 thing is going to be the yellow one.
Okay.
All right. So now I have 5 movement points.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3,
mm-hmm.
4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Then I have no cards, but I'm gonna.
Green goes up twice.
1, 2, and I get to
goes
draw a card. Let's see what it is.
Yeah, 1 card.
Oh, no, I don't have that one. All right, and
then
what was the
orange
other one?
also
Orange
goes
goes up 1. I don't know. I don't think I got enough here. All right, and we have the same. This one had 2 cities remaining on the board at the same time. And you just all right.
Yep.
But this would help with the tiebreaker, right?
Yes.
Because you have no cards in your hand.
There's a tie.
All right, so which were the ones that were remaining on the board? That will be. Let us know. So you are 1 point ahead.
Yeah. So I get the 2 points over to me, and you get that 1 point to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, area on the board means nothing to us.
Oh my God, these are terrible. Well, I say that maybe not as terrible as I thought, but I think you got me. I think we need to say them out loud so that people at home can see. So we'll score mine first because I have a feeling I'm going to lose.
Okay. I'm not sure that's the case, but
I hope you're wrong. Okay, so we got 9, 17, 23, 34, 40.
Okay. Do we want to go back and forth, like my board now against yours?
Sure.
Okay. And as we determined last round, I have 44. I just confirmed it on...
All right. So you are winning by 4 currently. Let's go to the cards?
Sure.
All right. I get 2. You have 5. I have 7.
I'm now winning by 2.
You're winning by 2. And then tokens, 10.
And I have 12. So I actually gained my 2 back. So
gained
I
your
won
2 back
by 4 points.
You won by 4 points. All right. Well, that's the game.
Yep. All
right. Well, congratulations again.
Thank you, of course.
I like this game. It's pretty interesting. I don't think I've seen anything quite like it.
I think people who enjoy roll and writes but want a little more gamified experience will like this. This feels very much like what was the one that we played? The Lost Civilizations or whatever. Lost Cities. The Lost Cities roll and write. It's got very similar scoring mechanics, moving up the tracks. There's the tactile experience of moving the dice, but it adds some extra layers to it to board gamify it a bit more.
Yeah, you can't use the dice unless you have a little bit of area control.
Correct.
And
the combat is so forgiving that it's more just pushing each other around than it is. You're not going to get eliminated.
Right.
You just sort of move each other around, which I liked.
War is not the answer.
No.
But it could be in the red eye.
Right, sure. If you roll enough swords, it can be the option.
Right. Okay. Well, yes, I thought it was good. I'm glad that we got a chance to play that, and I would play it again anytime. So that is First Empires. Thank you for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel.
Mm-hmm.